Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. We have some more big news. More B-52 bombers are in the air, buzzing and testing Venezuelan defenses. Literally, the bombing or simulated bombing runs continue after we had a lull in them. It looked like the United States was going to kind of pivot from that strategy of intimidating Maduro to go to a more pressure rhetoric campaign to try to get him to step down, get out of the country. Well, boys, bombers are back on the menu with multiple B-52s rushing down to Venezuela to buzz and test their air defense systems. Plus, we've got blackouts in Cuba that are going on. They're saying Maduro might flee to a specific country in the Middle East. We've got a lot of different movements. There's been rumors about the aircraft carrier possibly disappearing. So we're going to break down everything that has been developing. I'm filming this on December 3rd. So all information is up to date as of December 3rd. Before we get into it, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free, costs you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. You guys have been amazing in the comments. Fire away with all your thoughts about Venezuela, how you want to see this go. What do you think happens next? When will strikes commence, or will strikes never commence? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that bell, all notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. Please reach out with any time with whatever you got. Hold on, I gotta get repositioned here. Back starting to get a little bit tight. That's what happens when you're in the studio all day putting in the work. So we have watched a lot of things happen in a very short period of time. The big one was the cabinet meeting with President Trump, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, where Trump now famously said the land strikes will start soon. The land strikes will be very easy, and we are going to kill, quote, those sons of bitches responsible for all the things the Maduro regime has been accused of, including allowing drugs to flow through his country into drug boats, then further up north to the United States, as well as Europe. Let's not leave Europe out of this. Europe is also impacted by this drug crisis. And it all stems from the leader of the Cartel of the Suns, the kingpin of the Cartel of the Suns, which, of course, is allegedly dictator Nicolás Maduro. So it is quite clear that the United States is getting ready to rock and roll, and this continues as the drug boat controversy that I covered in my Tuesday night live stream continues to explode. So I'm going to throw this up on the screen. Let me click into the picture here. Multiple B-52 bombers. You can see them. They're stacked up right on top of each other here. Flew down to the Venezuela coast, buzzed the Venezuelan coastline on December 3rd, on Wednesday, December 3rd. They turned their transponders off for pretty much the entire flight down, then flipped their transponders back on right when they got up by Venezuela. Why are they doing that? Well, we've talked about this before. Those planes do have technology on them that allows them, when the air defense systems go active, they can soak up all that information, learn where all their radar systems are, where their missiles are. Why is that critically important? That is critically important because if you want to send in cruise missiles first to wipe out their air defenses ahead of a bombing run, you kind of need to know where those air defense systems are, right? So we are trying to paint where all their air defense systems are and remind the Venezuelans, hey, look, we can fly bombers right down to your coast, and there's absolutely nothing at all you can do about it. Not one thing. There's not one thing the Venezuelan regime, not the good people of Venezuela, we like the good people of Venezuela, but the regime of Nicolás Maduro, there is nothing they can do to stop this. That is just the fact of the matter. So we also have another look at the B-52s here. So this is another look. Again, you can see them. They appear to be just directly north of Caracas. You can see both of them, again, stacked on top of them, right on top. And as that was happening, I didn't even see this. As that was happening, it appears multiple other B-52s took off from Barksdale Air Force Base. So these B-52s, I don't think went to Venezuela, but it appears we don't really know that at this time. So yet again, I'm going to go back to this one, the one that I put up. So they went to the north of Caracas, started flying circles, did turn south, flew closer to Caracas, directly towards Caracas. So bombers, yet again, are practicing these simulated strikes on Venezuela. The Venezuelan air defense systems are going active, and we are soaking up that information to use if and when President Donald Trump orders the strikes inward. All right, so now we have this as well. Give me a second here. So there's been talk about whether or not Maduro is going to flee. Now, what was interesting is the New York Times, I believe it was the New York Times, published that Maduro is essentially on the run. He is constantly changing his location. He is sleeping in different compounds, different bunkers, always on the move. He is changing his cell phone. He's beefed up his security. He's trying to hide from the United States. Very Saddam Hussein-like, very Gaddafi-like. Not so much Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad had a different strategy and, of course, was protected by the Russians with actual troops on the ground. So now the United States is offering Maduro, if he flees, they will let him flee to Qatar, which, of course, is a U.S. ally in the Middle East, a very rich nation. He will, of course, likely leave with all of his money. It says U.S. officials are discussing allowing Venezuela's socialist strongman Nicolás Maduro to live out his days in luxury in one of the world's richest countries, the Post has learned, as President Trump's bombing campaign against alleged drug boats could soon hit closer to South America's shore. A senior Trump administration official or source said Secretary of State Marco Rubio was floated, allowing Maduro, 63, to relocate to Qatar as the gas-rich emirate helps mediate the conflict. Two former administration officials described the scenario as plausible. So the United States might extend the olive branch, and instead of dropping a bomb on whatever bunker Maduro's hiding in, might say, hey, you can flee to Qatar. You can go to Qatar. You can live out your life over there, thousands of miles away from Venezuela. We are not going to let you stay in Venezuela. We're not going to let you stay near Venezuela. You got to go, and you got to go far away. Next point, the aircraft carrier, which you can see right there. There were rumors all over the internet today and yesterday that the aircraft carrier had left. And if the aircraft carrier left the region, that would mean the bombing strikes would likely never happen. That turned out to be fake news, very fake news. It says it is still off the coast of St. Thomas as of December 3rd. So the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's most powerful aircraft carrier, is 100% still in the region. You can see it right there on your screen. And then give me 1 second to get the next. So as this is all going on and we have confirmed where the Ford carrier is, it is not left. It is still very much ready to get in the fight, spearhead the fight against the dictatorish regime of Nicolás Maduro. Oddly, Havana and several parts of Cuba had their power knocked out on Wednesday. Now, keep in mind, Cuba continues to prop up the Venezuelan regime. In fact, it has supplied the security and the intelligence and the advisors to keep Maduro in power. But all of a sudden on Wednesday, its power gets knocked out. Is that a coincidence? Is that just an accident? Or is it possible maybe the CIA is sending a message to the Cubans as well? Maybe the U.S. government, these covert ops, because Venezuela and Cuba are tied together like this. Maybe this is a way, just saying, I'm just floating it out there, that this is going down like this. I'd be very, very, very curious how this goes. But yes, Cuba hit with a massive power outage as they attempt to make sure the regime of Nicolás Maduro stays in power. Now, while that is going on, Southcom, which of course is the area of responsibility, which has the area of responsibility in the Caribbean, has released a bunch of training footage, more footage hyping up potential action against the Maduro regime. Let's go ahead and watch some of this. You got night vision. You got planes in the air, breaching. Shots fired. Let's watch the shots fired part real quick. Coming in, engaging CQB. So that's one that they shared. This is another one showing off an F-18 on the deck of the Gerald R. Ford. We've been flying F-18 flights all around Venezuela, all off the coast of Venezuela. We are letting the Venezuelans know, hey, look, we got fighter jets, we've got bombers. So we are bringing a shitload of air power to the fight. Here we have the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit doing training with artillery. You can see it right there. Again, showcasing America's power. Here we have the Marines with some machine guns that was shared on Monday. You can see them engaging with their machine guns, practicing. And then right here, we have Harrier, I believe. Yeah, these are Harriers, fighter jets landing on the USS Iwo Jima. I'll pull this off the screen now. So, yes, lots of moving parts. Bombers, once again, testing Venezuelan air defenses, going right up to Venezuelan airspace, the restrictions, buzzing the coastline, scaring the hell out of Maduro. Maduro is on the run. He is in hiding, and now he might flee to Qatar. We have the Marines that are putting on a show in training. We know where the aircraft carrier has not left. It is still in the region. It is still ready to go if and when its number is called upon. So I don't know, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Clearly, we have all don't believe these reports that assets in the region are leaving. We are sending more assets. We're doing more bombing runs. President Trump says we're going to kill those sons of bitches. Land strikes will start soon. Hegseth not backing down from the boat strikes whatsoever. So more and more and more information rolls in. It becomes clear we are escalating. We are not dialing it back. And this, again, I want to press this point. Maduro continues to be on the run, although now the U.S. might allow him to flee to Qatar. So that is where we are at as of this video on December 3rd. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of the situation? What do you think about the latest bomber flights? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge, huge boost to the channel. Hit that bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D-Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. If you're interested in our premium members only benefits and exclusive access, link is in the top comment and in the video description. I'll see y'all next time.